If you're a big fan of bright colors for some reason, you'd find yourself right at home with a flavor-driven box of Trix. You know the rabbit who always tries to get some? Ever wonder why he's never allowed to eat his own cereal? Let's talk about it. Trix was revealed to the world all the way back in 1954, and it was an instant success. Of course, there would need to be a mascot attached to the name, which wouldn't become a reality until a few years later. General Mills needed to experiment, but they eventually found someone to make a mascot that would stand the test of time. In 1959, the official Trix rabbit made his ultimate debut on TV. This design is simple, way more than you'd think, but sometimes that's the best way to go. It's easy to remember a cute little bunny than a complex character with too many features, and hey, there's a reason he's been successful for so long. In this very first commercial, he briefly talks to the audience about who he is, then expresses love for the cereal. He has a problem though. Trix are for kids. Because of that simple fact, he's out of luck.
What's the matter with him?
I'm sad because Trix are for kids.
Over the decades, he's found himself at odds with surprisingly mean kids that don't want to give him what he wants. Now, from a marketing perspective, why does this happen at all? Why can't the rabbit eat the cereal? It's a question that keeps me up at night. Well, the short answer is, it works. Still, there's a lot more going on here than meets the eye, and all the advertising is actually really clever. It doesn't matter where you go in the history behind the Trix mascot, there's one simple rule surrounding this tragic rabbit. He's not allowed to have a box.
Silly rabbit! Trix are for kids!
Works as a nice slogan, and it's so powerful that we even hear it today. What makes this so intriguing is that it's a unique storyline for the character. In usual commercials, animated mascots happily enjoy whatever it is they're trying to sell. Trix isn't the same. By banning him from eating the cereal, the door of imagination is wide open, as General Mills can really show anything they want. Since he's not allowed to eat Trix, he'll obviously do whatever it takes to get closer and closer to his goal. Each commercial is its own mini storyline of him scheming to grab a box, and the viewer never knows what's gonna happen next. I see some parallels with Plankton trying to steal the Krabby Patty secret formula. On one hand, you know it's never gonna happen because the show makes that obvious. On the other hand, it's always fun to see the various schemes play out. What I'm trying to say here is that it's more about the journey than the actual goal. With the Trix rabbit using his own creativity for his dreams to come true, it's a lot more entertaining than your typical ad. One of his commercials is a crossover more ambitious than the Avengers. Well, maybe not that amazing, but still cool. It starts out with one of the mascot's typical schemes failing as per usual, and we zoom out to see Bugs Bunny? I mean, he's also a rabbit, so this isn't out of the question. Bugs lets the audience know that he's here to help. It's time for some action.
Fruity Trix! Orange, lemon, grape!
What? No carrot? Here. Have I got a disguise for you? Here's the plan.
Will Bugs Bunny help the rabbit get some tricks?
I beg your pardon.
This was a two-parter commercial, and viewers would wait in anticipation. When the final part aired, he would disguise himself as Bugs Bunny to get some tricks, and once again, it fails. While this follows the same formula of what came before, this is a nice reminder of how special the commercials were. Even having to be continued was fun, because it gives people something to look forward to. They're following along, and they're rooting for the Trix rabbit. Oh yeah, and this leads me to another reason why the idea was fun to watch. Throughout his many adventures, the Trix rabbit would constantly disguise himself as someone new. There was a sense of mystery surrounding it. You didn't know if one day his disguise would maybe, just maybe, fool the kids. You would watch out of curiosity, but then be surprisingly entertained at the results. Some of these didn't even feel like commercials. They're just quick animated gags that happen to have an advertisement of cereal at the end. By not allowing the rabbit to eat Trix, these interesting situations are revealed. One of the biggest highlights from the 90s commercials is right here. At first, you don't really know what's happening. A random man is picking up some cereal, Trix included. The man makes it back to his house, ready for a tasty meal. Nothing seems out of the ordinary until, oh my god, it was the rabbit all along? Not even M. Night Shyamalan can match a plot twist like this. Whether you enjoy the cereal or not, you gotta admit, this is innovative. Viewers think a certain way, and then bam, we're just hit with this. But now, let me ask the question, has the rabbit ever succeeded in his goal? Well, in the Trixlands two-parter, we dive right into the cereal and see all these happy rabbits eating. Will the rabbit we've been following finally get his chance of a lifetime? The second part had him take a bite. Now, if you thought that was too good to be true, then yeah, that's exactly what happened. Turns out it was all a dream. Whoop-de-doo. I know, it's sad, but I'm not gonna keep you disappointed here. Let's talk about when the Trix rabbit genuinely ate the cereal. In 1980, General Mills had an interesting approach to their marketing. On Trix boxes everywhere were two simple options of yes and no. When asked if the rabbit can eat Trix, kids would have the opportunity to choose either one of them. They would even get their own bun for voting. That's cool. For once, real-life kids didn't have to watch helplessly as the rabbit was denied over and over again. They had a chance to turn things around. A bit of time passed, which eventually led to one of the most iconic moments in the history of mankind.
The rabbit makes history as kids vote to give him a bowl of delicious fruit-flavored Trix.
Trix are finally mine as part of this good, nutritious breakfast. Now that I have delicious fruit-flavored Trix, I vote to eat them!
Silly rabbit, you ate all your tricks.
Huh? All gone?
Once again, tricks are for kids. I guess it's back to disguises for you.
Not funny.
Not only was it satisfying to watch the rabbit get his hands on Trix, this proved something about the effectiveness of the commercials. You see, the amount of kids voting yes was apparently 99%. They wanted to see it become a reality. They've been following the rabbit story, and they felt connected to the character. They wanted to see him win. Now, this wasn't the only time viewers had a direct influence on what happened in the colorful animated world. In the early 90s, the Trix bunny was tired. It seems like he's tried everything in the book, and there was nothing left to do. When he comes across a race that promises a box of Trix for its winner, you already know how this is gonna go. It's an action-packed adventure like no other, as our rabbit hero makes his way past every other character. The nail-biting race ends with him being declared the winner. The judges argue with each other about if he should really get the cereal. Why? Because Trix are for kids. It's time for the viewers watching at home to once again vote yes or no. There was a bit of suspense, but the verdict was eventually revealed.
But does he get the Trix?
The kids voted yes! Just this once. The rabbit wins the Trix, the fruity, delicious part of a complete breakfast. Wow!
Much like the previous vote, this showed that kids were following along on the rabbit's journey. They kept watching not only to see the fun schemes that lie ahead, but they also wanted to cheer him on. There may not have been that much Trix voting throughout the serial's history, but there was always a sense of interactivity. Since commercials are told from the rabbit's point of view, you feel really bad for him. It's a tragic tale in the world of animated mascots. Seriously, just look at the art on the boxes. He reaches and he tries his best, but Trix are for kids. This results in a direct relationship with the audience, one where they're following along and hoping for his victory. I want you to imagine an alternate reality where the Trix rabbit can eat a cereal anytime he wants. The ads would feature him talking about how amazing it tastes or how fun it looks, and yeah, that would probably get the job done. However, General Mills goes one step further. Instead of keeping it traditional, they include unique storylines throughout the marketing campaigns. With the simple idea that the rabbit isn't allowed to have Trix, they constantly reinvent themselves. What will the rabbit's next plan be? Time and time again, these commercials subvert expectations. And overall, if you take away one key message from this video, it's that the kids in these commercials are super mean.
You're a rabbit. Rabbit food is for rabbits, and tricks are for kids.
But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.